Hello everybody, my name is MaJerati, and welcome back to this fucking game. Guess what? I recorded the full session. Well, not the full session. I recorded 3 minutes of my last session, only to find out my microphone was muted the entire time. Fun. I say goodbye to Sari and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I am very upset, because now I get to reread all of this. I think Sari's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I'm going to read a little bit fast so I can get back to where I was, but I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Anxious indeed. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Meh. Sup. Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes make the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Sugi is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I don't already have them at the house or at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. What is snarky? What is a snarky tone? Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? No. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Maj? Nowhere. It's nowhere. Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Gugh. This is ridiculously heavy. Aha. I carried that all the way here. Good for you. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. What are you talking about? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should be treating me like that. Natsuki catches her words and face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. What is happening? I appreciate you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Just trust me. Trust. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when girl calls you gross. Yeah, I finally found your weakness, Maj. Indeed. Suki smiles deviously. What is devious smile? Please spare me. Well, if Suki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Great. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Boosh, I don't know why I get that way every session. I don't know. I had some really good soup again, ironically. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Maj, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going into the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. Almost botched the accent again. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end, if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Okay. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. Wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. It sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. That's great. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. My ears are so itchy. Actually, grabs a whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. What? What the hell? After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. You just beat the hell out of it? Is that really what? See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I started to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. Triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it even reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. What is happening? Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. Okay. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. What is happening? Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Oh, jeez, I really pissed her off. Her face is entirely red. Maj, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? I done fucked it. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez, what the hell happened to the accent just now? It just became like an angry British. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Blackened? Sets it on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Boo. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different color cupcakes in each of the trays. I lost my train of thought for a couple seconds. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. I lost the accent again. I don't know why this happens. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Suki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Holy shit. Well, there goes, hold on a second. We have run into a humongous issue. Alright, we are hopefully back, everybody. Holy cow, I just, like, that was bad. That was bad, not good. Huh, I see. That was me. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? Man, why is the camera so blurry now? I feel like everything's all blurred up. It's a shame, whatever. We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Suki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Did I done boop this? Suki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle into each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it, Suki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. We're finally finished. Natsuki puts them all aside, all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. Life. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? And if you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sarah earlier today. That was a sad one, wasn't it? I felt so helpless. I don't even know what time I'm at anymore. I didn't actually even check that, so forewarning, there's a huge chance this is going to be a way over the top episode, because I lost my counter, which sucks. Dang it. Sarah always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Really? Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Suki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Maj, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. That's a little closer. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I've felt it for a while now. Yeah. Suki suddenly jumps back. Says, Sayori. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Hi, Maj. Just now we were... it's okay, Maj. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of my cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off to Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. By that point, we're gonna stop too. Ooh, boy, I wonder how that's gonna do in the rest of the game. Alright, so, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this. This one was a lot more happier tone and a little bit more creepy than usual. But that's par for the course, I suppose. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!